Yeah, we're already in the finals. It's been a relatively quick bracket today.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only been like, what, 2 hours and something? 3 hours? And I'm out of time. Anyways, welcome in to Everdream LE. To the finals of the Battle of the Americas Weekly, number 21. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have here the red player, hailing from the United States of America, representing Psystorm Gaming. The Zerg player, he is Silky.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the other American player. And also shout out to both of these American players. You know, it's the 4th of July and they're celebrating it the best way you can. Play some StarCraft. It's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
He's not a doctor. He is representing Cosmos Esports. It is PattyMac.
Starting off here. Looks like we've got I believe that was a hatch block.
Yeah. Just
It's pretty standard PvZ. It's not a lot to talk about, I'll be honest, in the openings.
yeah, I mean, well, we were talking about it earlier, right? Like this can be a bit of an issue, and there are some Zerg players who go for earlier hatches just to avoid the hatch block, but looks like Silky isn't one of them.
Yeah, looks like he's just going bog standard, testing the waters. Some players be like, all right, I'm gonna go full NA, full cheese this first game of the set. Then some players will just be like, all right, I'm gonna play super safe, super standard, see what's up, dictate the pace of the matchup.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm very curious whether or not Silky was actually tuning in to the broadcast, maybe just to scout out his opponent and see how PattyMac is playing this matchup, because there's been a lot, PattyMac, he's played a lot of PvZs already.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a single Terran today. Nope, I've seen one.
Rover.
It was right. Rover, that's right.
Yeah.
It's been mostly ZvPs today.
Yeah. As it is with most regions, I say most regions, like the ANZ region as well as this region, there aren't too many Terran players. There are a couple, like Vindicta, I think, signed up as well.
Yep, he was here.
Yeah, but
I think he no-showed, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ooh, good macro. Saving a drone. Saving another drone. Oh, he doesn't save the third one, though. But he does save two. That's more than one.
What do you say? Oh, we're counting. 2 is more than 1.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. 2 is more than 1.
Oh, God. Facts are being thrown out today.
Straight facts. Counting with Jett.
That's how we do it. And so far, Silky, he did manage to get in, and he did scout the Stargate opener for PattyMac, so he is aware he is throwing down a couple of spores in preparation for the Oracle.
Yeah, PattyMac opening up with the Stargates today in this set, as it seems.
Oh, double Oracle.
Oh, interesting. We saw this earlier, I believe, from him.
Yeah, we saw it against Cham, actually.
So we shall see how it goes.
Yeah, if you recall, I believe against Cham, the Oracles initially didn't deal too much damage, and they ended up trapped. I think they had to get recalled out, but on a map like this, it's a little bit harder to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smaller map, so it's easy to get in and out, And you can reinforce a little bit faster. I think this is a decent amount of dead space on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just like vibe there, just hang out, just floating, just doing Oracle things.
Yeah, just chilling like a disco ball does.
Yeah, just seeing the sights. Ooh, nice mountain. It's pretty cool.
I'm actually surprised that the follow-up Oracle is actually staying home for PattyMac.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to like hold on to in case there are some like lane run bys or something. Ooh, but this Oracle finds an opening and he slips right out. Very nicely done.
Yeah, he slips out, and now here we go. The Adepts are coming in, and the Oracle sticks around to try and support the Adepts as well as best it can.
Yeah, with the shade straight in, but it gets fully surrounded by these Lings at the ready, just in time. And the Karens here handedly taking out the Oracles, and out goes all those Adepts.
Yeah, all the Adepts got cleaned up. But again, it's not like PattyMac was incredibly committed or anything. Like, he was just harassing with the Adepts. His third is already up and running, so the Lings are gonna come in. They're not really gonna find too much. SimCity is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's just got like this perfect like pocket there for the units to just sit in. You can just like hang out in there, just like, hey, you can't touch me.
Yeah. I mean, Zerg players do that as well with their like queens and like spawning pools and stuff. It's like it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's a good move. It's a good move. For sure. Revelation going down, taking a look.
Yeah, and the way Silky's playing this is pretty interesting because he's going for roaches, but he's also getting +1 melee for, I imagine it's for the banelings.
Yeah, I believe so. I can't imagine it for anything else unless he's going for like a Ravager Ling sort of timing. I
mean, yeah, he could be like he's focusing on nothing but like he's really focusing on his army right now. So yeah, he could be looking to go for like this big Roach Ravager Ling Bane push.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much cut. Well, he's still droning a little bit, but he's at a decent amount, and I believe this seems like a good time to cut drones. Looking at his current situation and what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he droned up heavily. He's already basically got 80 workers.
He's already good. He's already good.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, he is set up incredibly nicely. You know, just focus on his defense, and now he's just going to be able to focus on nothing but his army.
Yeah, which means he can build up a massive force and hit just a really strong timing of some sort. Or maybe like it looks like he's making a couple of drop alerts. He could be going for like Bane drop of some sort.
Yeah, it looks like he's setting up for a Bane drop. We have one to the north and one to the south being set up. At the same time, there is a War Prism looking to get into the main base. The main army is pushing through the middle of the map. So there's like 4 things are about to happen at once right now.
I think he's going to pinch in. He's going to crush with the 2 Bane drops onto the third in the main, while the Ravager Ling just hits from the front.
Yeah, the Ravager Ling is being dealt with, but all the Banes!
Oh, he doesn't pull. He takes 10 with that first Bane drop. He cancels the 4th with the Ravager Ling in the front. Meanwhile, there's some Zealots in the main here being warped in.
A lot of Zealots, and he's actually pushing the army back. Meanwhile, we have the drop as well.
Ooh, the second Bane drop coming into the main. Ooh, a nice wall here with the Karens. They're too thick. They're too damn thick.
They're too thick. The Zealots, they aren't being very efficient at all, but at the same time, the Banes crash in.
7 more probes, and he is now 30 workers ahead. It's a massive lead for Silky.
Wow, yeah, and behind this, he's getting a 5th base as well. Like, he's already droned up on 4. He's getting his 5th. Meanwhile, PattyMac earlier, he was forced to cancel his 4th, so he's getting it back up and running. And I mean, in the end, PattyMac was able to defend decently, but a lot of workers went down.
So far behind. Yeah. Like, Silky's already transitioning to Broodlords.
Oh yeah, like Spire's on the way, Hive is on the way as well. Like,
yeah, when you see a Spire and a Hive go down at the exact same time, it's Broodlords. It's Broodlords.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other reason to time it like that, unless, you know, you just, like, forgot you Spire.
Yeah, definitely. And now PattyMac, he's kind of on the back foot. To be fair, he does have a lot of High Templar. He does have a lot of Storms available to him. So Storms are going to be key at the moment to try and hold against this.
It's a very heavy Ling Ravager force. There's not a lot of roaches, so those Storms can do a massive amount of damage. Oh, a run by caught up by some Banelings.
Yeah, there's even a Banelings run by the Stasis.
Oh, it's a beautiful Stasis ward. It's gonna keep them locked in there. Meanwhile, though, the army of the Protoss is top side while these Zealot run-bys is still happening in the main.
Yeah, it looks like the armies may... okay, I thought there was an army pushing through the middle of the map. It's just a bunch of overlords.
So many banelings.
Oh my god. The Zealots will eventually be dealt with, but...
Here comes 37 banelings. Oh, but they all get stormed off. Still an overwhelming amount here. He's trying to crush in on this Protoss force.
Oh my
massive
god.
amount of damage.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but the banelings got to the High Templar and all the High Templar went down.
Yeah, that was beautiful baneling control to slip them right into those High Templar and just discourage this push entirely, forcing a recall.
Yeah, he forces the recall. The banelings in the end, they did manage to connect, killing a couple of workers, not too many though, and in the end, Silky, he holds on.
But he does lose 30 workers to those Zealot run-bys.
Yeah,
just an immense amount of pressure in return.
Oh my god. And in the end, we're kind of evening out. Like, Silky's actually down in workers right now.
Yeah, he is. And that could spell disaster, but he does still have 5 hatcheries. Like, his production is on point.
Yeah, and as you were saying, like, the Hive is done, the Greater Spire is on the way, Corruptor's already on the way as well, so Broodlords are going to be the next tech of choice for Silky. But, you know, he doesn't really, his economy isn't quite there, so I don't know how many Broodlords are really going to be coming out for him. Meanwhile, PattyMac, like, he's kind of comfortably, you know, at a decent worker count, and now he can move on. The big thing is that he hasn't scouted, he has scouted the Hive, so I hope to see, like, maybe Stargates being thrown down eventually.
That would be the solution here, unless he goes full committal to Blink Stalkers, I guess. Blink Stalkers and Storm, they're pretty good against Broodlords.
Yeah, I feel like they're like a stopgap though. Like, eventually, like, if there are too many Broodlords, like, it's
not enough.
Yeah,
especially if there's enough buffer with the Ravager Lingbane to, like, buffer for the Broodlords. It can be quite devastating.
Yeah, and we do see 5 being morphed in, but they're all the way on the outside of the map, and they take quite a long time to maneuver around. Yeah,
they're not the fastest unit.
Yeah, they're slower than Karens.
Yeah, they really are, and that's not good. You don't want to be slower than the Karens.
Not at all, and there is a Zealot run by. Oh, the Lings should be able to deal with this though. The Broodlords are spotted as well, so he does confirm.
Yeah, the GG Lords are on the way.
Oh boy, and what's the solution here? So, like, we've got another base on the way for PattyMac. Upgrades are on the way as well, +3. Like his main army is, like, it's still pretty strong at the moment, and he was able to kill a base, but I want something else.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Like, this, it just seems like quite a rudimentary force.
Yeah, like, he's committing to more and more Stalkers, which you mentioned it, right? Like, Stalkers are, you know, they can be an answer to start with, right? With Broodlords.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there isn't too much on the ground to protect the Broodlords. Like, again, Silky's economy isn't that great. Like, he's still down in workers. So maybe it can work.
Yeah, but once it hits a critical mass of Broodlords, it kind of becomes a problem.
Yeah, definitely. And oh, nicely done. Silky does deny this base, does force a cancel. The Lings are going to be caught out there, and yeah, I think maybe it might be time for PattyMac to finally push out with his army. Like, he's close to maxing out.
Yeah, he's got quite a strong force here. While Silky's just still running around with Lings and Ravagers and Roaches in front of the Broodlords, and, you know, Roaches and Ravages, they're good and all, but, like, when you're on Roach Tech, it's very difficult to shift out of Roach Tech.
Yeah, definitely. And again, PattyMac, he keeps finding these opportunities. Yeah, the Zealot run by. At the same time, there's a Ling run by as well. Forces a cancel.
Well, he does snipe the third base here of Silky with just Broodlords to defend.
Yeah, and the Broodlords are honestly kind of naked right now. Like, he could potentially... Yeah, he could just blink under them.
Yeah, there's no buffer here because they're dealing with the run-bys. And this could end not so well for Silky if Patty gets a strong enough force.
Yeah.
Carrier on the way.
Finally, here we go. The Stargates, two extra Stargates are being thrown down as well, so we do have some carriers. Carriers are decent. I think I'd prefer Tempest, but regardless, they will do wonders against Broodlords, and there's nothing here to stop this run by. Oh, the Nexus is gonna go down.
Oh, that's gonna snipe up the Nexus. But meanwhile, the 4th base goes down. Just Hatchery's getting sniped left and right. There's just not enough to buffer here because he's still stuck, locked into this Roach Tech.
Yeah. There's nothing stopping from PattyMac from pushing in, but again, the base does go down. There's another Ling run by as well here. Oh god, forces a recall.
Forcing a recall. Oh, it's not great, but it doesn't even recall that many. These Lings here just getting stuck on these Stalkers, but yeah, the whole army's back home. Those Templar, I don't think that's not a great count of Templar, I'll be real.
Yeah,
there's only like 5.
There's not that many. Like, I mean, to be fair, they have, I think, maybe 2 storms each, so it could be enough.
Yeah, they're high energy, but
yeah,
I don't think it's enough, especially when you've got the fleet in the way.
Definitely, and like, we're getting to the point where PattyMac, he may be starting to be starved out because he lost 24 workers alongside that Nexus, and he really needs his economy going if he's going to go for carriers. Yeah,
and Silky is just redroning back up so quick. He's like back. He's back in. Like,
yeah,
he's back on board in his economy. It's back going. It's like he's got like over 2,500 minerals just coming in constantly, over 1,000 gas a minute.
Yeah,
his economy's flowing. He can support this many Broodlords.
The problem is that what's the answer to the carriers? Like, there's no anti-air, period. Like,
he has no corruptors.
Yeah, carriers alone could kill all the Broodlords.
Yeah, he needs to be more on this corrupted Broodlord, but he has no corruptors. And the Stalker's blinking in onto the Broodlords. The Storms are good. He's trying to split with the Stutter Step. These Storms doing so much damage and cutting down the Broodlord's numbers. There's still not enough to buffer here, but he's still waiting on the Corruptors to arrive to support the Broodlords.
It's gonna be too late. Like, the carriers are just gonna reign supreme. Nothing is stopping them.
Yeah, there's just too much damage going on to these Broodlords once these Immortals die. There's nothing for these Broodlords to do. They're just getting picked off one by one.
Yeah. At the same time, it looks like there was another bailing run by, so more probes did go down. And the problem is that now PattyMac, he traded everything he had. Like, the carriers are still alive, but what's his answer? What is PattyMac's answer going to be to all these Corruptors?
Yeah, now he has a ton of Corruptors. And he's going to be able to morph in a handful more Broodlords if there's enough ground army to warrant it. And it's just going to turn into that late game Corrupted Broodlord just, like,
I mean, he may not even need Broodlords. Like, if he has a ground army strong enough to take out these Archons, then everything's going to fall.
Yeah, there's nothing here. GG. The game goes to Silky. Whew. What a game.
What a game. What a game.
It's a pretty intense, like macro game, considering its stat map.
Yeah, considering it's Everdream. And I do want to clear up some confusion, because it looks like there's a little bit of confusion in the chat, which is understandable. There are 2 pro players called Silky. And they both play Zerg, which is the confusing part. There is the American Silky, who's the best Zerg player in America, and there is the Chinese Silky, who, yeah, they are 2 completely different people. I see that there's someone pointing out that, hey, I saw Silky playing in the DreamHack Chinese main event. It's like, no, that's a different Silky. They both play Zerg. They both spell their names the same way with the same capitalizations, but they're different players. And it was very difficult to cast them last week because they both signed up for ESL Open Cup Asia. and I got in a situation where we're in Korea and neither one of them have their team clan tag. So I'm like, who do I message? I want to get into this series, but
that's pretty confusing.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, game number 2. Yes, game number 2. I have a memory. Welcome to Eternal Empire LE. Here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner. In the red, representing Psystorm Gaming. And hailing from the land of the United States, we have the Zerg player, Silky.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Protoss player representing Cosmos Esports. It is PattyMac. Have you been able to catch much of the DreamHack qualifiers? DreamHack events?
I have not. They've been at weird hours for me, so it's been difficult to watch any, unfortunately.
Yeah. Same. Unfortunately, like both Jett and we are based in Australia and New Zealand, so the DreamHack Europe and the DreamHack NA main events are at a really hard time to catch.
As I like to say, ass o'clock.
Yes, it's awful.
Yeah, it's not great. So.
But I have been looking at the Wikipedia pages. I have been keeping up with the scores, and yeah, Silky, it looks like he's going to be making it out of his round robin group, pretty convincingly. So yeah, like he didn't. The American Silky.
Okay, the American Silky. Got
it. Yes. The American Silky in the NA DreamHack main events. Like he qualified for the main events. It looks like he's going to make it through to the playoffs. So yeah, he's up there.
Yeah. All right. Well, as the off-topic discussion fades out and we fade into the pretty standard ZvP opening that you could probably cast blindfolded. Listen, ZvP is a very stringent meta. Yep, here comes the Stargate. As soon as it finishes, it's going to be an Oracle. It's going to go across the map. It's going to get 1 or 2 drones before being picked off almost by a Queen. It's going to float into dead air. The second Oracle is going to show up, etc.
He lost his probe.
Wow. Unfortunate. A little bit of banter between the players.
Just a bit, and yeah. I mean, honestly, I enjoy casting or watching this matchup just because, for the most part, it can be pretty cookie cutter, but there are like these slight differences that players can do.
Like obviously, it's like at a broad level, it's fairly cookie cutter, but there's always gonna be like lots of different unique things every game because not every game is gonna be the same.
Yeah. Just like here, we're seeing 2 gateways being thrown down after the Stargate. So previously we have seen like Stargate into Twilight Council or something along those lines, but yeah, we are going to be seeing this Oracle, and I imagine PattyMac is going to try and harass with Glaveless Adepts and meet up with this Oracle like at some point? Question mark?
Yeah, something like that. That seems to be that would be a good play.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Oracle staring menacingly at the Overlord while his stalker buddy shoots it. Just like looking like, hello, Overlord. The Overlord's just like making noises. The stalker's just like shooting at it. You know? It's like a scene out of it's like a scene out of StarCraft.
I thought you were gonna go for like an Overlord impression or something, but like
no, I'm not gonna do that one. No. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that one. I can barely do the Oracle.
Yeah. What does an Oracle sound like?
I'll be real, I don't remember.
It's fine. And Silky though, as we really weren't taking note of it, but he's doing something interesting. He's getting +1 melee, no Rotorn whatsoever so far, and going straight into Lair.
Oh, he's committing to the Lings.
Oh boy. Could be going for like some big Ling Bane bust.
Could be. Bane busting's pretty good.
Can be pretty good, and these Lings are going to be able to deal with these Adepts, especially since they are a little bit trickling in. Bearing in mind there's no War Prism here to support this.
Yeah, it's just these 5 Adepts, these 2 Oracles, and whatever reinforcements are able to show up. Ooh, the Queens take down 1 Oracle, and they're going to look to focus by the other. Meanwhile, these Adepts shading to the main. Good blocking on one of the Adepts. These Adepts are still going to get a little bit of damage down. Not any worker kills, though.
Yeah,
Very good catch.
none at all. And with that, like just pure Ling Queen, Silky was able to hold so nicely there. And behind
Very well
this, oh, we're seeing a Hydra Den.
Hydroling Bane. Interesting. In ZvP?
Yeah, this is very out of meta at the moment. This used to be pretty popular, like at the start of the year, like 6 months ago. Except the problem is that it became so common that like the hard counter to this was like Storm. Like the Ling Bane Muta, it's a composition that is so light heavy that it's just Storms just completely evaporate everything, and it's like, oh god. And eventually we got to the point where Zerg players were like rushing lurkers as well to try and support it and stuff, and like it can definitely work. It's kind of on PattyMac to realize what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do recall Hydroling Bane being more popular in, this matchup in the past, but nowadays it's very Roach heavy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think the last time I remember Hydroling Bane with lurkers doing like really well in ZvP, I think it was Scarlet's run at IM Pyeongchang. I believe, where she had I don't remember who it was against, but it was a ZvP where she was playing with them. She did lurker drops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like she was using drop lures to get lurkers into like the opponent's main base, and that was interesting to watch.
Yeah, and I'm really worried because PattyMac, he hasn't scouted anything, by the way. He has no idea what he's going up against. Clue. Like blindly, he's going Charge Lot Archon, and against Ling Bane, this is not what, like, you have to be so careful with your Charge Lots. If they just go in blindly, like the Banelings are just gonna evaporate everything.
And if Silky goes to the Lurk Attack here, you can just absolutely destroy those Archons with like good positioning. Or like using hold position.
Yeah, and all the
sort of bait them in.
Yeah, the queens are a little bit out of position. Oh, the Hydras are in position though for the War Prism, and the Banelings.
Oh, all those zealots are just going down. Ooh, clicking those Banelings. Gonna take out a few zealots, but yeah, this is a very convincing hold here.
Yeah.
From Silky. Beautiful.
Yeah, and the things just didn't line up for PattyMac. Again, I don't know if Silky, like, if his scouting like told him what his opponent was doing, and he's like, all right, I'm just gonna Ling Bane Hydra. But yeah, like PattyMac had no idea what he was going up against, and it was like almost the exact counter to his composition. Oh boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the economy, Silky can keep this going for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, there's no way Patty can get ahead.
Yeah, like PattyMac, he's trying to switch things up and transition to Blink Stalkers. Like Blink is on the way, which is nice, but these Banelings, there are just so many of them, and PattyMac, he's continuing to warp in these Zealots, which is fair. Like he has charge, like he needs to spend his money on something, but
it's quite a few Banelings.
Oh yeah.
It's a handful, I'd say. Ooh, here they go, going for a run by. Oh, they're just gonna bust in.
Yeah, they bust on in. 2 Banes of what you need, and oh god.
Okay. Give this move quick. Oh, but it gets 12!
Oh.
Eesh, that hurts.
Yeah. Silky, he's pulling PattyMac apart right now. He's just it's clinical what he's doing, and
playing like Cyril.
Hashtag play like Cyril. Silky's trying. I mean, PattyMac, he's trying to find an angle, but a bunch of his army gets caught out as well.
Yeah, he's just picking him apart bit by bit. And there's a Spire on the way. Hive just finished with the Brunos to follow up with Adrenal. The Cracklings, very good. Very good. I love Cracklings.
Yeah. Cracklings, they're amazing. And right now, all the Zealots go down. It's just pure Archon against this army of Silky, and the Archons fall.
Yeah, it's not looking too hot here. And that goes down. The War Prism goes down, and that is GG. Game 2 going to Silky. Once again.
yeah, that was a lot less close. Like game.
Yeah, that was a lot less close.
Yeah, game number one, was back and forth. It was really cool to see them clash.
Yeah.
On here on Eternal Empire though, Silky he's
Just takes it.
dominant. Yeah. That was definitely rough to see. And we'll see if PattyMac can bring it back, because again, like he's a solid player. Game number one, he was looking pretty good. He was looking amazing against Cham. Like he can definitely take games off of someone like Silky. He just needs to find his rhythm.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, and it looks like we are going to be loading into your favorite map.
It's a pretty damn good map, I gotta say. It's got those acceleration zones. Banelings going fast. You love to see it. You absolutely do. Alrighty. So we load into Death Aura LE. Oh yeah, Death Aura. Death Aura. Death Aura. It's such a good word.
Yeah, it's like a Death Eater and a aura put together from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Is that
Death Aura.
Is that correct? Is that what the people were called?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't know anything about Harry Potter anymore. I don't care. Anyway, starting at the top left-hand corner, in the red, representing Storm Gaming and United States of America, we have the Zerg player. His name is Silky. Oh. Okay.
Was that a DC?
I believe it might have maybe been.
I don't think anything happened, right? Okay, it was DC. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Was he the right race? He was the right race.
I think so. Yeah, he was.
Did Okay. Sweet. It looks like we were missing the Brazilian caster.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Gustavo's here. Okay. I
There
have
we go.
I have no idea what just happened.
Gustavo Loco is here. Portuguese caster. And we're good to go. Let's try again.
Yeah. And also, I was about to say, is my age starting to show? I was trying to relate to the younger generation by talking about Harry Potter, but nope, just it didn't fly.
We don't talk about J.K. Rowling.
True.
She's a bit of a transphobe. Let's be real.
My mistake.
No Harry Potter here. This is a Harry Potter free zone. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Welcome to Death Aura. I've done my whole bit already. Spawning in the top left-hand corner in the red. Playing with Team Storm, and from the US, it is Silky.
To set everything up again. All right, here we go. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the American Protoss player representing Cosmos Esports. It is PattyMac.
All right, here we go. Gate expand against hatch gas pool, I guess, is what it looks like.
Is that what it's gonna be? Yep.
Yeah. Well, there's the gas.
Yeah, pretty straight up. Pretty standard coming out from both players.
Looks like he's gonna go Nexus first. Yeah, Nexus first before Core. Here we go.
Yeah. So I guess curious to see how PattyMac plays this out. Like whatever he's been doing, it just hasn't really been working out for him. Like he went Stargate first 2 games in a row, I believe. Yeah, it just didn't really quite do it for him in the end. What are we gonna see here in game number 3?
It's gonna be Stargate. Watch. Look at the
Stargate?
dead space.
Stargate.
Yeah, look at the dead air. Between like outside of like the main. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I can't. I'm pointing at my screen, as if you can see. I'm like, wait.
At least you didn't bonk the mic.
No, I didn't bonk the mic this time. But yeah, look at the dead air on this map. Like, it's so good for Stargate. Except that he went Warp Gate first, so maybe it's Twilight Robo.
Robo
first. I stand corrected. Interesting.
I mean, this dead space that you were talking about, like, it does apply to units in the air, and it could apply to, warp prisms as well.
Oh, you're right. You know, I didn't even think of that one.
Yeah, warp prisms, they fly.
They sure do. they are up.
They are up, so we could see that incorporated in some way. Meanwhile, Silky, getting a pretty fast third base as well, third hatch, like just playing the straight up, just macroing up, journey up.
Getting his economy flowing, getting that income rolling in.
Yeah, and talking a little bit about this map, like this map is a little bit more difficult for Zerg players. The big thing is that there is no high ground outside the natural. It's further out, so it does mean it's a little bit more difficult for the Zerg player to scout with an Overlord. So yeah, we'll see if this Overlord scout can still do what it needs to do for Silky.
Yeah, this is what you call a not Zerg-sided map. So, like any matchup, the Zerg is always at a disadvantage.
Exactly.
You've got your Terran-sided maps. You've got your Protoss-sided maps. This is just a not Zerg-sided map. This is just like anti-Zerg.
But the Overlord does get in, does spot that Robo, and I mean he saw the War Prism anyway with the other Overlord as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's going into robotics facility yet, so that's interesting. Sorry, a Twilight Council.
Yeah, we're still waiting to see what other tech structures. So far, only gateways are being thrown down. Quite a few, actually.
Yeah, you could be going for like a super gateway heavy thing here, but I don't know what you would do without Twilight Council. It's gateway focused.
Yeah, instead he's, very much so immortal focused, and I mean, this army will do decently well against what, oh my god, the Karen, the Queens, the Morphism, oh god!
Karens! Oh! And that's it.
That's it. Yeah, like that was the core. That was the point of what he was going for, and you were talking about the dead space in the air.
That wasn't one of them.
There's not enough dead space in the air, and it was a little bit anticlimactic, but just like that, the War Prism gets stuck. If you're a Protoss out there, this is your PSA. Don't get your War Prism stuck in between the natural and the third base. It's not safe.
Yeah, that's not safe. No.
It's not safe.
Yeah, so he was definitely going for some build that involved the War Prism and losing it. And I guess that's game. It's a timing dead. Had to be some sort of 2-base all-in.
Yeah, it had to. Like, there were Immortals on the way, like, Gateways were on the way. Like, I'm sure he was waiting to just get into position where he was just going to warp in, reinforce, and push with a bunch of Gateway units and those Immortals. And, losing the War Prism like that. Oh, God.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh, boy.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
Good games.
Yeah, GG, well played. Silky, again, showing his dominance. And, like, if you're not too familiar, or if you haven't been watching DreamHack, if you haven't been watching these weeklies, like, Silky has been on fire. This is actually his first time playing in Battle of the Americas, so he does walk that royal road and take the entire thing. Looking at his run, he actually didn't drop a single map today.
Damn! That's impressive.
It's pretty
I
impressive.
gotta say. Well played.
Yeah, and if you want to tune into more of Silky, he will be featured over on DreamHack for their NA events, their NA online events, and yeah, he's definitely a player to keep your eye on. Also, shout out to PattyMac, like he made a deep run. Sure, things didn't work out for him here against Silky, but you know he took out Cham, he took out B-Lord, like. He took out Paco Mike. He took out Ryan. Like he had a pretty, rough,
good run.
Yeah. He went through the gauntlet to get all the way to the finals, and he performed really well.
Yeah, he did really well to get here. Like that's impressive what he did today. Honestly. So, well played to him.
Yeah, and I mean, I know, like eventually, like we've been seeing him perform better and better, and this is, fun fact, Jett. 3 weeks in a row, PattyMac has gotten second place.
Sue, hello?
Basically, 3 weeks in a row, PattyMac, he went down to Pili Pili, Nina, and now Silky. He just hasn't been able to make it all the way to take the win, and he's been so close, and I'm sure eventually he'll get there. Like he's improving, he's getting better and better. Last week, he finally won NA Apprentice Cup, which... Fun fact, NA Apprentice Cup is kind of like this, except it's only for players for the US and Canada. So, yeah, he was able to win that. You know, now eventually he'll work his way up to win one of these Battle of the Americas. And I can't wait to be there to see it happen.
Yeah, that would be good. It'd be good to see.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, as this is the end of the tournament, thank you, Jett, by the way. Thank you for helping me here, for helping me, for being my co-caster for today.
Yeah, of course. It's always a pleasure casting. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah. How was it? How was today?
A bit tiring, but that's also because I'm not used to casting at this time. And because it's such a quick fire sort of format compared to the usual amateur tournaments where there's like more breaks and stuff. But you know, it's good. It's good practice.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope you got introduced to a couple of these Latin American and North American players. And
yeah. Quite enjoyed watching PattyMac play.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good.
Definitely. And yeah, thank you everyone in the chat as well. Of course, exclamation mark Macherino in the chat. I don't think we got to mention it at all today. But there is a Macherino page if you want to help out and contribute. You can use code NAVLA21 to add $1 free.
Yeah, I should do that after this.
Yeah. I mean, if you want as well, the option is also there if you want to contribute some of your own money as well. It is completely up to you, but that code does contribute $1 free to the prize pool. So, you know, any help is always appreciated. And yeah, shout out to Darking as well. Darking, he is our admin for Battle of the Americas. He is the Latin American admin. He runs a lot of tournaments. He's at the center of everything. He's part of La Espida as well, which is like Team Liquid, but for Latin America. Like he's the godfather of Latin American esports. And this wouldn't be happening without him.
Yeah.
so huge shout out to him. And yeah, that will be it for us for today. Stay tuned as we will be raiding another StarCraft Twitch channel, you know, if you want to support the scene. And before we go, Jett, where can people find more of you? Who are you to these people?
I'm JettXL. I am a player, caster, and a speedrunner of a different game entirely. You can find me at twitch.tv/JettXL or on Twitter at twitter.com/JettXL. You can find me there. I'm streaming pretty much every day, you know, doing stuff. It's pretty much my job now. I don't have a job, so I stream.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it is probably the safest thing to do, right? Like stay indoors in these times.
Yeah.
I say that generally, but I mean, New Zealand it's pretty good.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're vibing.
New Zealand's got their stuff together. It's
yeah,
fine.
We can go outside.
But yeah, do check out Jett. You know, she plays StarCraft. She speed runs as well. It's cool to see. Meanwhile, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I also stream occasionally. My main game is StarCraft though. There's nothing else but StarCraft. And yeah, you can tune into some ladder sessions, or you can follow me on social media for when I go live casting here on the CranKy Ducklings. And speaking of the CranKy Ducklings, make sure you hit that follow button. Like, we're live almost every day, not just with things like Battle of the Americas, but we're also live with NA Apprentice Cup. We're live with Sentimental Latino, Grand Platypus Open. We also have amateur stuff, which Jett also occasionally casts as well, or she plays in.
Yeah, I'm not ready to play right now.
We have something for everyone. We run bronze to diamond tournaments, bronze to 4.9k MMR. You know, we cast regional tournaments for North America, Latin America, Oceania, Southeast Asia, and if you're interested in Korean StarCraft, we also cast ESL Asia, which will be our next cast. I'll be casting that tomorrow with Yaku. Or Jett.
Yeah.
Or not.
We'll see.
We'll see how we go. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and yeah, we hope to we hope everyone tunes in for the rest of the cast. Again, if it's just for North American StarCraft, this is a weekly tournament, so we'll be back next week with this as well. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna head off for now. Gonna be raiding. Ooh, No Regret is actually streaming right now, so
hell yeah, Jake.
Yeah, we're gonna be raiding Jake No Regret if you want to stay tuned to that. And that is it for us. Thanks for watching, everyone.